Hello there everyone, today I'm gonna start a new tutorial which is the hair tutorial, starting from scratch. Let's take on the basics. Imagine hair as tiny thin papers that were overlapped together. Yes, that's the basics of hair. Okay, let's start with the spread point. The spread point is the point where hair starts and shows the ending. An example, these are the guidelines of the hair. It will start and end that way. Let's put that in opacity low and start going through over it. Okay, as you can see, I'm doing simple lines that are going down, which are not anti-gravity thingies. They're just normal hair. Imagine it as wet hair or sleek hair. I'm not doing anything complicated or stupid. I'm just starting the basics. And as you can see, I finished the guidelines. Now I'm going to give it a low opacity and go through the parts where I want it to be shown. An example, I'm going to show the ends and the sprout lines where the lines start. Here I'm not going through all the part of the hair, just the ending tips, which are the most important and that will make pretty good emphasis about the hair. As you can see, the guideline of the hair always go at least half an inch over the guideline head. I don't go any more or any less about that. Okay, that's for the normal sleek hair. We will be doing the other part, which is anti-gravity hair. It's almost anti-gravity, more like Sora. Whoever played Kingdom Hearts will know Sora's hair. It's the hard, long thingy hair. Imagine it as being super anti-gravitated, and because it's anti-gravitated, we'll be having 2 points. First one is the back hair. As you can see, it's like many and giant bananas joined together. That's the guideline. And as soon as I get below the second point, the interest, I mean the hair part goes lower. As you can see behind the neck, it goes to the sharper points. And I keep on doing the same for the back of the hair. I start doing the in front one. And as you can see, I take the part from above to make these locks on the side. I don't know what they are called actually. Okay. Here I'm just doing some refinings. The more refining you do, the better the piece will be. But right now it's just a tutorial. I'm not going to do any masterpiece. So I'm just going over normal parts. If you are willing to see a refining tutorial, please tell me and I will be sure to do it for you. Let's continue on. I'm just going over the tips and blending in the lines. I'm not doing anything complicated. I'm just tracing over what the guideline showed me. Okay. And make sure to make the tips sharp since it's anti-gravity and it's more like gel activated or cream do it. And I start adding more sprinty locks, small ones, just to add more emphasis and cragginess to the hair. Okay, I believe that's it for this hair. Don't think there's more about it. You just need to test more parts and other stuff with it. Now let's head to the final type of hair. This one will be easy one, but we'll be starting doing another type, which is the spread line, not the spread point. The spread line shows where the hair guidelines go. They don't usually go in different directions, but this time I'm going to do a really sleek hair. It's an easy start. I'm just gonna flip and go through it really easy. I'm gonna make it a boy cut. As you can see, I didn't go lower than that. Here's where I ended. On the other side, I'm gonna do a different type of sleek hair. It's the same, but I just change the direction and the style. Okay, here I guess I'm doing the refinings, and I'm doing the hair that is beside the ears. Okay, I'm just showing the spreadings. Okay, just make sure that you do the spreadings really well, just like far flying birds. Now I'll do the coloring. I skipped the bases so I can consume some less time. And now let's start with the colorings. I give it a darker, less saturated color for the back parts, and I go with the more saturated, darker part for the other parts. You use the airbrush just to give some emphasis about the hair. Grab the brush and start blending. Make sure it's on density settings. That's the most important part. Some people do it without the size one. Okay, all I need to do is just grab it off and start blending. Don't worry if you mistaken. You just grab the color with the eyedropper and use it again. And for the shine, I use the brush again. And if I need to do the other parts, you go through it very lightly. Add some white to the shining, and that's almost done. And as I said, the more refining you do, the better the piece will be. Here I'm doing some refinings. Okay. You don't need to do it if you don't want to, but that's what I want to do right now. Okay. Refining is fun actually, if you knew what to do. But in case it's hard for you to do, just try to get the more main guidelines. An example, the lightings, the dark shades, you have to know where you have to place them. At exact places, or just scribble them all around. Okay. That's the blending style. Now I'll do the cel shading style with the Sora hair. Okay. Guess I'm done. That's good. We start the same way. We use darker air brushing for the back and the center. And I grab the pen tool and start using a darker color. Wait, oh, that's not dark, sorry. By using the darker color, I cel shade the darker parts with. Make sure you don't over exaggerate, just make sure about that. Just add some lines to the edges and to the bottom parts. Just sleek edges, as thin as possible. Okay. And as you can see, the pen settings are well shown to you. Oops, I made a mistake. Just don't go over the lighted part, just the darker ones. Mistakes can be really made over here, and it might piss you off. Okay. And now I use the airbrush just to blend in the cel shades with the color. Okay, now I'll be starting with the lightings. Choose a light color, doesn't need to be any color. You can use green, yellow, the one you want most. I chose the same one since it looks much better. Okay, with that, just add dashes and lines to the lighted part, and then grab the airbrush and add some colors. And if you want a glow emphasis, add some lighting to the frontal hair to give a glow of the face. Okay, for this one I'm just gonna use the marker to darken. and then use the pen tool just to add lighting. This is the lowest type of lighting I would be using, okay, or could be used in other ways, but I'm just gonna show quick and easy way in case you're doing some colored manga or such such stuff, or an easy training style. Okay, and here I just grab the pen tool and add a curve. No, keep adding curves until you get satisfied, like this one. Okay, I guess I'm done. Wait, let me add some lighting. First, you can use the overlay to give some little blending. Okay, set it to overlay and just toggle with the opacity until you are fine with it. Or there's another way, you can use luminosity and just add very light airbrushings since the luminosity layer is so intense. Just add some, okay? Although I didn't want to add a lot of things in the last one, it's just a quick one if you want to use. And thank you for watching. I wish you liked the video. Please fave and like and subscribe, please. Thank you.